So one of the biggest things that we had to consider when we were working on this project was, when should we build this project? Because of the stakeholders being mostly local ranchers and local farmers, we wanted to avoid too much congestion and traffic delays during the construction process while they were in harvest. So a lot of the farms out here do wheat, corn, soybeans, that kind of stuff. And in order to not cause them extra delay in getting their product to the grain elevator, we strategically planned the project to go before the harvest season so that way we could avoid running into the harvest time later on in the fall during the project. So we coordinated to make sure that when we had one lane road closures, we were not causing extra delays through that, try to keep the queue times low and making sure that if it was absolutely necessary to do the one lane closure during harvest, we minimized the amount of time that impacted the local farmers since they were the biggest user of the roadway. Communication with the stakeholders was also a very important part of the project. It's one thing just to be mindful of when they're there, but it's also really important to let them know when you're going to be there. So we worked with our local alignment office admin to alert even local stakeholders through email and just word of mouth that the project was going to be doing different things each week and what to kind of expect, as well as working through public information through CDOT and our contractors' public information to alert the broader public to what was happening. And that we did that through code trip and through weekly emails that went out, and sometimes even phone calls to local residents, depending on the extent of the project at that point in time and how much impact it would have to them. We also even just talked to them when they drove by on the road. A lot of them would drive by, stop, chat with us just because they knew who we were, we knew who they were, and just to check in on progress, basically. So it was pretty rewarding to be able to actually meet and get to visit with them and see what mattered to them and what they thought was important. So it was cool to address some of their concerns too through the project. With all of our projects, there's always something that comes up with the general public that they wish we wouldn't do or didn't do or could avoid. On this particular project, with doing the full depth reclamation, the FDR process, you take an asphalt road and chew it up and basically turn it into dirt. So there is an extremely high amount of dust, as well as some potential areas where you get washboard from that. And so a lot of the locals were not real enthused with the dirt road condition that they were driving across. It was, of course, temporary, and that was just for a little bit until the asphalt got laid over the top. But we did hear a couple complaints about just the amount of dirt and dust and roughness of the road. So there was one particular driver who was driving his Corvette on a road trip that ended up driving across the dirt. And so we got an angry phone call about it, but that's just part of the nature of it. And we did also have signs up too, alerting drivers before they came to the section that it was not a paved road anymore, that was dirt. So we tried to give them a heads up